Hey, Good Fox here. We're moving on with part 3 of our offensive breakdown with Embry the Ghost. We got the Philly offense. How's it going, Embry?
It's going good, guys. Today we're going to be going over the gun split slot. This formation is great for your 2-minute offense, like the need to score, need to go now. This is always my first formation I come to in a game is always the single back deuce that we talked about, but then my second formation is always this formation because there's so much out of it that you can do. And if you need to score fast or you need to hurry it up, this has perfect audibles, perfect for just trying to go down the field at a quick pace. So let's go ahead and show you this, guys. Alright, so what my personnel I like to use for this, I like to use 2 good receiving halfbacks. So right now we have David Johnson and LaShawn McCoy. For the slot, I like to put in my tall receiving guy right there, AJ Green. So first play we're going to come into, and I like to show, is the shovel option. The shovel option is just a great play this Madden. It's really good just to get your opponent off something, like especially if we've been just spamming stretches. So just your opponent's not going to be used to this and it's going to throw them off the first play. You're going to want to do is you want to try to bounce it to the outside, but with the quarterback, you don't want to go past the hash marks because you want to be able to pitch it out and give your halfback room to run on the outside. So after the shovel option, you have the screen. If you want to throw a screen, I actually like that screen. The play action slide. It's a nice play where like your opponent cannot user everything. So go ahead and try to user this one. We'll just go through it like it's live. So say you're trying to user this play. So you have the dump off RB, and then he has to go deep. He has to peel off. So you have your first dump off. We'll go through it one more time slower. And I'm going to show you, I'm just putting the halfback on the right. I'm putting him into a, what is it called? It is called a swing left. And that's going to be able to give us a dump off. Only thing that sucks is there's no good makeshift screens this Madden, or this would be a perfect play. So your first dump off is going to be right here. But you see how your halfback doesn't block down the field? That would have been a great play if he would. Previous Maddens it would. So that plays great, and you got the built-in comeback route to the left, which is really good against zones. So, okay, so say it's 3rd and 9, and he just ran cover 3. So we're going to be running the exact same thing. I really wouldn't want to put the wheel route, the halfback in the wheel route, just because it'll get in the way of this. So you want to go wait. Oh, we got actually hit. You have to wait for it to develop deep, but you have to wait for that guy on the outside, the linebacker out there. You got to wait for him to actually settle into his zone. You can't just throw it right away because they will just stick their one hand out of there. So okay, so it's 4th and 17. You need to get a first down. It's still got a great audible out of this, and it's the RB. It's the play action audible. What I like to do is I like to audible to it, and I like to streak A, cancel play action. And then I'm going to shift my line left just because we're blocking the halfback already. And we're going to go out and we're going to go ahead and hit X right there for the open. A nice easy post and hit A. So we're leading into the receiver. I'm aiming at about 3 o'clock there, trying to make that post play. So that's the actual audible. And then it's got okay audible runs. So if you're going to run the ball, I go to halfback gut because you're able to audible to the other run, which is the sweep. So the sweep's using your running back on the left, and then you can cancel back and go back and you run it to your running back on the other side. And it's just like a nice play, especially if your opponent is in a nice, like quarters or dollar. You can abuse the inside of the play, or you can come back to shovel option and take it to the outside. With the shovel option, you're gonna have to look at the P's. So right now the double P's are on the end and the blitzing corner. So most of the time those are gonna occur. You're gonna have to pitch it inside, which is LB, which is really great because if you don't get that pitch, it's an incomplete pass. So it doesn't matter. Another reason this formation is great is the hurry up aspect of it. So we're going to go ahead and pretend like there's 1:30 left and we need to score. So we're going to come in and show you this audible. So audible's quick slant. Do you know the buck slant setup? I could show him that one. But this is
Yeah.
perfect against buck slant. And you're gonna,
After this video, let's do one on how to beat the buck slant.
okay. So that concept right there with the slants and then the out route right there, the buck slant, your corner's gonna follow the slants, and that's just gonna leave it wide open. And then we got this post angle, really great against any kind of zone coverage, great against man. What I like to do is I just like to hot route RB to an out route, and that's going to be my first read. So right here, we're going to throw it over there. It looks like he's open, so we're going to high point the middle of the field. That's why I like AJ Green in the slot. And this is actually the perfect opportunity to throw this play. Same play with the post, call a cover 2, and you know you need the score. You can even try to use her. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to throw it to A. See if you can use her with Wilson. Because I should be able to throw it up and high enough where you can't use her it. That's why this play is so good. Even though your opponent knows that there's not a free safety. The only thing is I think that Anthony Barr, the Friday Night Lights or Tuesday night, whatever they move to, I think he has the best shot of legitimately intercepting or getting the animations with high point balls.
Yeah, because he's got 1 inch on AJ.
Yeah. And I think he's got 86 jumping or something like that. He's got okay. He's at all the guys that I've used, he's the easiest user I've had so far.
Okay.
And that's why on my
got
team I used the gold version because I just like his frame.
Yeah, it is huge. Like, I mean, do you think Julius Peppers is too slow to use her this year?
He is, and if you put him in a spy, he's a little bit faster, but he doesn't have all the great stats you want for user, but he can get in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is the frame. A lot of the player ranking sites like Mutt Rank, they really underrate height for user ability.
And I don't understand that because height is the first thing I look for. Height and jump are the first 2 stats I always look for when I'm looking at user card. Like speed is not like speed is very important, but it's not the first thing I look for. The first thing I look for is, and plus I know these guys from the NFL, so I know that they're tall already, and I've played them with previous Madden, so I'm like, man, I wonder how much jump they got. That's like, I used Shazier at the beginning. Shazier just had the jump over everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, I didn't quite finish this. This is a fast-paced offense, so we're going to go ahead and try to abuse the hurry up. What you're going to do is you want to start in shovel option. You're going to run your shovel option, and you're going to run it down the field. And we'll go ahead and we'll wait till I guess I could have waited till the quarter. We'll go ahead and wait till the quarter. Well, you want to show and you want to hurry up. Well, the best part about this is the actual audibles you got from the other formation, which I think is a pistol one. But it's perfect because it's your next audible over, and it's only 2 you can filter, and it's got great plays through it. So say we're hurrying up. Now that we run the shovel option, we can switch over to pistol strong slot and audible to a play that has built-in 2 C routes, 2 flat routes, and a nice post up the middle if you wanted to throw a high point. So you're looking through the post. You just want to throw it to the outsides first. You want to make your opponent guard the flats. In almost every Madden game, you want to make him go up to line, actual cover flats. And then it has a decent run out of it. The run out of it is halfback zone. But the problem is here is we're having McCoy block. So it's not the ideal one. But if it's like 1st and 10 and you want to throw him off, it's a perfect run to get yards. And then you want to audible. So you got the run. I like keeping the run as is. And then I like to audible out of it depending on what I see. So right now I see he's over on the line of scrimmage. So I want to go ahead, cancel play action. And we have this, and then I like to wait and hit this late drag, and it would be so much better. But I understand it if you got blocking down the field once the ball's in the air. I understand that, you know, they can't quite tweak that. I don't understand why they can't, but I understand that it would be.
Yeah, I heard on Twitter, Clint said it is like they're in a pre-tackle animation, and it's something wrong with that. I think they're looking at fixing it here for 17. Yeah. So that might be even better in the future.
Yeah, and you can hit this streak down the field, but it is one of those, like, you have to throw it fast, and you have to throw inside, and you have to use the possession catch to throw it. And so and it's great to show that, because if they're using it, you have the post. So go ahead and user the streak. So I just showed you the streak. So this time you're going to user to the right. You're the AJ Green. So they're using over there. So I know that's not open. So I had B open. But in Tampa 2, if you looked, I don't know if you guys want to look at that play again. In Tampa 2, that yellow route on the left actually follows the post better than other normal cover 2s, because I think it's a flat to vert or a curl to vert or something like that.
Yeah, that's correct. It's a hook vert or something like that. Yeah.
Probably not gonna get this off. It's all
right. You just take the delay. I'll decline it.
Yeah. But that's what I said. Make sure you understand that. And then 4th and 13. I showed you could run that same play and try to get the streak or the other one. But go ahead and come into a cover 3. I'll show them the wheel route that from the halfback.
Okay.
So you're looking pretty much what you're looking at Y right here, and I like to keep it blocking because you have to go 13 yards, so you're gonna have to wait. But you can make it look like the exact same. So you're going to wait outside, and then you want to throw it to the left. We still got his. We're throwing it.
Yeah, my D-line's got pretty good pressure here. That Charles Haley.
Yeah, and I also never upgraded my O-line from the actual...
Oh, so this is an old school... You locked this in a long time ago, this lineup, and now it's...
Well, it's still like the 85 overall.
My lineup.
Ones. So, yeah, I like pass blocking it head-to-head, but then I also miss the power run added blocking. So
yeah.
Okay, so we'll just go pretend like same situation. You're gonna cover 3, and you could hit that wheel route, and I see people run this kind of same concept in Gun Bunch Week when they'll motion the guy out, and you still want to just lead a wheel route to the outside of a zone. So you're going over here, you're gonna wait. Oh, you actually covered that time.
Do you mean they covered that wheel route early?
Yeah, they covered that wheel route early. Usually you can throw it early, but
yeah. So I hit hard flats on it.
Oh.
You made the right read.
Yeah.
But,
if they do that, flats. You just wait for them to run it. But if they play deep, you can throw it early and lead it to the outside. That's what I was trying to show. Which it was still like a 12 to 13 yard play, because you're still going to get hit right away. But if you need to get that. So the PA wheel is a great play. The sweep's okay. The slant is really good against buck slant. Guys that like to go against buck slant every time. PAF slide is really great. The zone's great, and the slot angle is probably my favorite play out of this, because you have a Texas angle. You have a nice comeback route. You've pretty much run this stock if you wanted to, and if you had to make the right reads in any kind of coverage, you can get it done. It has a zone beater, has a man beater built in, and it's got a built in where if guys use it in the middle of the field, he can't cover it. You cannot cover the deep post and the angle. So the most time I see is a lot of people take the deep post away first, then try to cut back to the angle from the halfback. That's why I put this halfback outside already. That's why I have that as my read. That way I know if he's using the middle of the field, I have one, and I don't have to worry about motioning which way he's going to go in there. You just showed it, that play like I was talking about, how the out route against those plays are really good. And then, so if they're running that and they're going to put a hard flat next, then you look to go further down the field. And then you have a nice comeback route. Perfect. I use possession catch on the sides. And then here, this situation is where I would like to high point a ball. And you can high point to your halfback, but no halfback has great catching. So I do it just because I know they're usering, and I'm going to come back to it. So go ahead and show that. So it's going to come back, and then I'm going to try to user up to it. And that's just a bad thrown ball. But I think, like Sean Drone is like one of the best catching halfbacks in the game. It's just not worth it at this time.
I got you.
Yeah, but like right here, this situation, you just want to look. You want to look at A, and you want to come back to RB, and then your last read will be B, and then if you have time, X. So your first read's A, it's not open. Your second read's B, it's open. You didn't get a good throw.
Yeah, just a little too close to the sidelines there, it seemed like.
Yeah. And
So
then
it's a wide side, that's a touchdown.
yeah. And then your last read will be X. And it's kind of weird. The comeback routes I've had mixed reviews on comeback routes in the red zone, because the safeties, deep blues, they drop back and they hit the back of the end zone, so they play it different. So see right here, they dropped back. That's why I don't like it, is once they hit like close to the end zone, they have the awareness to actually just stay put instead of keep dropping back, which is perfect. So that's why I don't love it right there. But if it's a deeper play, like say you're in the 40, I like it. But I've had them play mixed with that. I've had corners that played the comeback route where they've just dropped back and then they didn't actually break on the ball for some reason. But I don't know, I prefer just throwing a nice out route on you, like we had to the right. I think that's pretty much it for split slot. Go over it one more time. I'll show you the shovel option, slide, screen, angle, then your audibles wheel, and then your audibles from it to the pistol slot. You got the halfback zone, you got the shakes, and you have the flood. The flood's okay. It's not the best. It takes this Y route, takes a little bit to develop. So yeah, it goes out. It takes them forever to cut. But you can also, I like that route because you can playmaker it if you block so we got to block McCoy. So you're going to go over to the PA flood, you're going to block McCoy, and then you're going to be able to playmaker Y up the field. I like it because it's like he was trying to use her and they overcorrect to the left side, or they just guess left. I like that play, but I think that's it out of that one. Let me make sure I went over that last one more time. Okay. I think that's everything. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so PA flood. There's nothing really other than you have the AJ Green, that red route. It's really great. And then you could also block your halfback, and then I think you're able to playmaker RB instead. No. Yeah. So the flood right's there, and then the X is right there. So that's pretty much it out of that. It's got a lot of plays that you can run really fast, and then you can flip through the pistol to catch them. Like say they're in like man coverage, and then you can flip to the shakes, and you have your C routes, and then they go back to like zone. You can go back and do that one with the post shot into it, which is really good to do. And then if they start blitzing heavy, you can go and you have that, like those out routes that I showed you out of the halfbacks. I would utilize those first, because a lot of my opponents, when I first playing them, they just come out and buck slant 3 first play, and they're sending heat first play because they think it's a run and they're going to go all out. Or there's just aggressive players out there that just like to blitz every play. So it's like I have my mindset that I'm going to do easy 2 to 3 yard throws to start off the game, and then take my deep shots later. Kind of force them to like respect the flats, and then take my shot deep later.
Nice. Yeah, so great breakdown, Embry. That's it for this video, but join us for the next one in the series for part 4 as we go over some other plays in the Philadelphia Eagles book. Looks like Embry got kicked for excessive griefing, and I guess I will see you guys in a little bit.